All right, let's go out to Jordan in the NYC. What's up, Jordan?
How you doing, John? Pleasure.
Good.
Thanks for taking my call.
You got it. What's up?
So, my wife, she started orientation for her new job. She's a nurse, so we needed somebody to watch our 3-year-old while I work on between hours. And we had her mother-in-law come by, and it's been about 6 weeks now. She's finished her orientation, and my wife wants her to stay for a little bit longer. But in the last 6 to 8 weeks, our bills have gone through the roof.
Ooh, she got to go.
Dude, hey, Jordan. Best of luck to you, my friend.
So I'm at a crossroads here because, now my wife is saying that, her job wants her to work days for a few weeks to get adjusted to it. And, she's off by 3 o'clock. It doesn't take much time out of my day. I'm pretty much home 3 out of the 4 days out the week. I go to the office 2 days a week. And, I don't know how to tell her, hey, your mom has to go. Because
Hey, Jordan, what are these bills?
Well, my electricity bill has gone from $300, which it averages, to $672.
Oh, gosh.
How?
So she's cold. She's turning the heat up.
She's home all. She's there all day.
Oh, man. She's turning the heat up. She's eating all the lunch meat.
What else?
And the heating bill, too. So I have propane heat and electricity.
Well, I don't know. Sounds like a bit of a dilemma there. Somebody overstayed their welcome. His mother-in-law moved in for a specific amount of time, and now his wife is wanting her mother to stay longer. That's a bit of an issue for him. He's already tired of her, so what is he going to do? Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump back into it.
Can we have real talk for 1 second?
Yes.
All right, so there is a financial aspect to this. Okay, no question.
We're trying to get out of debt.
I know, but hold on. When you were dating your wife and you fell head over Jordan heels for her, money didn't matter. You figured it out. You had a test coming up in college. I don't care. I'm going to go see her. A show's coming to town. She don't want to go. I'm not going. You figure it out. And now you got mother-in-law there staying with the family, and then these bills come in. Bills are real. That is hundreds of dollars that were not on the tab just a couple weeks ago, and here they are. That's real. And there's something underneath it that's getting into you. What is it?
Well, for her being here for 6 weeks, I don't think much has changed. My wife has said, we'll get to go out. We'll get to do things because there's somebody to watch the baby all the time. And none of those things have happened.
All right. Now we're getting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you and your mother-in-law get along?
She's there, there's no, she gets in the way. Let's just put it like that.
Hey, she's probably not listening, so you can tell us the truth.
Does she get in the way, like, just because it's your house, you want to walk around in your underwear if you want to because it's my house? Or does she get in the way, like...
she's just taking things upon herself. Like, the UPS guy comes, I run a small business. We'll get mail come and packages. And there's multiple packages that I can't find because she says she put them somewhere and it's not there. And the other day I found 2 of them outside in boxes by the recycle.
Yikes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So Jordan, here's where you got to go. Okay. I don't envy you because at the end of the day, you do have somebody that in their heart and mind came in to help, right? And your wife probably feels a sense of both duty to mom to give her a purpose and just a comforting sense that there's somebody else there watching the kid, all that stuff.
The host just said that the wife was trying to give her mother a purpose. It's not his wife's responsibility to give her mother a purpose. That's off, but obviously he's tired of his mother-in-law. And they're not talking about the money right now, but he said they're spending hundreds of dollars more, and right now they're also trying to save money. I don't know. He said that he can keep the kid 3 out of 4 of the days of the week. So for someone else to watch that kid for 1 day, is it better to just pay someone to do that? Maybe hire somebody else, pay her mother to come over there once a week, and then let her go back home. But her staying there full time, he's obviously not happy with it. Whatever they decide to do, whether they're going to pay her or not, her being there full time, that's going to have to change.
I think if you haven't before, this is going to be the first time you ever sat down and not use the word she and them and y'all, but you sit down with your wife in a private conversation and say me. I'm struggling. I feel like I've lost my house, the house that you and I share, that you and I are building. Our bills have doubled, if not more so. I got packages disappearing. I love and honor the fact that your mom packed up and came out here. And I'm feeling less and less safe in my own house. Not in a someone's going to get me kind of way, but like I'm losing my own home and I don't want to have another parent in this house. And so give your wife an opportunity to speak back, and because it may be an issue of boundaries. It may be an issue of, hey, if there's a package that comes to this house, don't touch it. I'll pick it up. Or put it right here in this area or something like that.
But can he also say, we agreed that this was going to be for
Absolutely.
6 months?
Yes.
Or what did you say, 6 weeks or 6 months?
6 weeks.
Okay. And now how long has it been?
We're 8 weeks now.
Okay. So can he say, hey, we agreed this was going to be 6 weeks, and I was really great with that agreement, but I don't know how, I don't feel good about 8 weeks
Yes.
or longer.
Or how about your mom was supposed to be here for 6 weeks? It's been 8 weeks. What day is she going back home? I just don't understand why he's expected to tiptoe around his own house and can't say what he's thinking. Address the issue now. He should have been asking what was going on at the end of the 6 weeks if she wasn't packing up.
Yes, but here's my concern, Jordan. That you've got other issues going on in your marriage. And I don't want it all coming out on mother-in-law.
Or wife. You seem like a straightforward kind of guy, like myself.
Well, that's weird. A woman basically saying that she's a straightforward type of guy too. All right, sir, sorry to interrupt.
And sometimes we can bust in the room and be like, you said that this was only going to be like this. And now look at this. What are you going to do? Like, look, Jordan, that's how we are. I'm going to just put myself in there.
That's happened.
That's
Don't
how
do
we
that.
are. We gotta hold back, Jordan. We gotta find our inner John Deloney.
Speak to be heard, not so you have, not
Yeah.
just to have said something, okay? Speak to be heard.
She also sees that, because she's made comments here and there, like the things that she thought her mother would be doing to make her life easier isn't happening.
Yeah.
And maybe your wife desperately wants you to step up and be the bad guy here. And tell your wife, I'm happy to be the bad guy here.
Ooh.
I'm happy to tell.
Wait, no, I don't. Okay, John, we rarely disagree, but
Okay.
I don't agree.
Well, I'm saying this. When I say bad guy, I'm willing to say, hey, oh yeah.
You can't tell the in-laws.
You're right.
You can't come
That's
at
on me. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
I don't know that you're wrong. I'm just saying
No, I'm wrong.
I wouldn't try it.
Good call out. Yeah, Jordan, y'all need to be united on it. And at this point, your wife's gonna have to be a grown-up too and sit down and say, hey, here's in 2 weeks, we're ready to transition and get our house back. We're so grateful for you. Here's a really fancy dinner. Here's a night out on the town. Here, we're taking you to a Broadway play, whatever we're going to do. We're going to do something really nice, but it's time.
Yeah.
Is that going to go over well with your wife?
Wrap it in a thank you. Yep.
She for the most part, she follows my lead, but it's her mother and she's the youngest of 8.
Yep. Where does mom go after this?
Back to Boston.
She has a place, or she's going to another sibling?
She has a place, but she's usually she lives in Florida, but she spends most of her time with her kids in Boston, and it's like her sister lives 10 minutes down the street. She doesn't want to go and see her sister.
Okay.
That's because she probably already overstayed her welcome with a sister as well. It's not that she doesn't have a place to go. She has her own place. So yeah, it's about time for his mother-in-law to go ahead and go back home. I don't know what the issue is with his wife, but she's going to have to be the one to do it. It's her mother and she's ready for her to go too. If he's not 100% happy with the mother-in-law being there, the wife isn't 100% happy with the mother-in-law being there. How they thought things would be didn't really turn out that way. Why didn't she go back home yet? See, this is why you don't do stuff like this in the first place. You invite people over for a certain amount of time, they overstay the time they're supposed to be there, and then you have issues.
Well, that's a her issue, not you guys. I'd stay out of that stuff. But hey, listen, if you and your wife had plans like, hey, when you get to this nursing job, we're going to be able to go out, we're going to have extra money, all that, and that's not happening, don't roll all that stress into this conversation. Because it can be real easy that all of a sudden this conversation turns into and you said this and this never happens and now your mom's here and now we're at war and nobody's going to win. Let this be about, hey, we want to get our house back. We said 6 weeks. It's been 8 weeks. At 10 weeks, this is done. Let's sit down together and have this conversation. I was wrong. Jade was right. Don't divide it up. We're going to do this one together. And then let's have a different conversation. Now that she's settling into her new job, now that you're settled in, now that you got your house back, What is it going to look like to have a date night once a week? That's why we work so hard. I don't want to have a one night a month with you. I want one night a week with you. I want 2 nights a week with you. What is it going to look like to find childcare? What's it going to look like to do all these things to create a life that is worth living, man?
Yeah.
So, and so good for you, Jordan. Thanks for trusting us. You do have to have a hard conversation, but again, remember, make the conversation, especially initially, about you, what you're struggling with, what you're upset with, what's hurting you. Don't come in guns a-blazing, because your wife's going to have one option. That's to defend herself. And now you got World War III, and there's no sense in that.
I don't envy him, but I think if he wraps it up, like you said, wrap the mother-in-law up in a thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for all of this. Here's a meal. We're so appreciative. Then you bring the wife over here and wrap that up in a nice date. And it's like, hey, I've missed you. Like anytime your husband or spouse comes at you with the I miss you, I want to be with you, I don't get to spend enough time with you, if you're not melting down, I don't know what's happening to you.
All right, so once they get her mother to go back to her home, they're going to satisfy that first issue. But the second issue, really, his wife isn't giving up the quality time, and I think we all know what he's talking about. Whatever that is, they're going to have to work that issue out as well, because that could bring up even more problems. But overall, the issues they're having, they can fix this. So definitely best of luck to them. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. It sounds like the wife and the husband, they are ready for her mother to go back home. Do you agree that it's the wife that's going to have that conversation with her own mom? Special thank you to our sister Tanette. I appreciate you, Tanette, for always showing support for the channel. Shout out to our brothers Lamar, Dark Power, and Dexter. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.